Alright, welcome back to another Fallout 76 build video. Today we are taking the Heavy Gunner under the lens. Why so late? Why the melee build first? I don't know. I honestly don't know, and well, here we are. So, let's jump into the video. Alright, so before I start showing off the build, I'm going to show you all the weapons that I'm going to be using. And, well, there are quite a few that I have. That, honestly, every heavy weapon will do just fine. Especially if you have this thing, which you can get from the ally quest. Which name I forgot from, but the name of the ally is Beckett. So if you have the ally, you can just go ahead and do the quest. And then you get this fine piece of art, which is honestly not bad. I mean, you get anti-armor and faster fire rate, and even the damage resistance while reloading. It's not bad. It's honestly. And then we have a bloodied faster fire rate light machine gun, which of course is probably some of the best you will ever see, get, whatever. It's pretty good. And of course we have a plasma caster, which is probably one of my favorite weapon in the whole game. We have an instigating one with faster fire rate and of course breaking slower, but it doesn't matter since the real treasure lies within this perk, since it does a ton of damage and it pretty much one-shots everything. And so with the weapons out of the way, let's get to the special points. We're starting with 14 points in strength, 1 point in perception, 4 points in endurance, 3 in charisma, 9 in intelligence, 10 in agility, and 15 in luck. Let's get into detail. Alright, so starting out with strength, we have Bare Arms, Master Heavy Gunner, Barbarian, Heavy Gunner, Expert Heavy Gunner, and Bandolier. Bare Arms, of course, because we're carrying a lot of heavy weapons, we'll quite need the 90% weight reduction we get from this to carry all of them. Then, of course, we have Master Heavy Gunner, Expert Heavy Gunner, Normal Heavy Gunner to increase our damage by 20% each, which is a total of 60% damage. Then we have Barbarian, which, well, I don't know if I really like using the perk or what is it with me and the perk card, but whenever I do something where I have a lot of strength, I usually take this perk card just to be on the safe side for a little more damage reduction, or damage resistance in that case. Of course, it only works in no power armor, and as you will see, none of this will work in power armor really, since, well, it's not meant for power armor. So it's a power armor, a non-power armor, Heavy Gunner. Quite interesting, isn't it? Good. And then, of course, we have Bandolier to carry all these heavy rounds of ammunition. Going over to Perception, we have 1 rank in Concentrated Fire, as well as 2 ranks in Grenadier. The Grenadier is just in there because I used to have a Gauss minigun, which I was using, but I accidentally sold it, and, well, let's just say I fucked up. I forgot about it, and then, well, it was gone. Doesn't matter now. It's gone. So let's get over to Endurance. In Endurance, we are having the perk cards Ghoulish, Fireproof, Radicool, and Adamantium Skeleton. Of course, starting out with Ghoulish, for the case that we get stuck in a nuke zone, use Red Away, and you'll be fine. Fireproof, again, probably one of the best perks you ever have, for explosion and fire damage, or against. And then we have Radicool to get a little more strength, since we're running a bloody build and have rats on us all the time. And last in Endurance, we have Adamantium Skeleton, to not get our limbs crippled in case we shoot something in front of us with a Gauss minigun, which then leads to us crippling our own legs. Don't let that happen. Just don't. Going over to Charisma, we have, of course, the only perk you will ever need in Charisma, Tenderizer. I don't need to say anything else. Going over to intelligence. We are running Nerd Rage, Demolition Expert, and batteries included. Nerd Rage, of course, the bloody build. Demolition Expert, if you're running a Gauss minigun, or something that does explosive damage, it's probably the best perk you can have for explosive weapons, and batteries included to carry all the energy ammo, which probably shouldn't be as heavy as it is, but it is, so screw you, Bethesda.
Can't shake these nightmares.
I'm kidding. Don't.
Floating in space
It's
forever.
cool. No, it's not.
Just
Remove weight from ammo. Thanks. And then, going over to agility, we are running Action Girl, Gunfu, Deadman Sprinting, Adrenaline, and Dodgy. Starting with Action Girl, you might wonder, why is this perk card in here? And all I'm saying is, I like using the Plasma Caster in VETS. So, AP Refresh, definitely up there to use it as often as I can, because I love it. Then Gunfu to automatically one-shot anything in VATS with a Plasma Caster. I know you will hear the name quite often in this video, since it's probably my favorite weapon to use with this build. Then Deadman Sprinting, you could use whatever you want in here, but I just have it in a little more speed for the low life. Then of course we have Adrenaline to get even more damage, and Dodgy to avoid even more damage. To be exact, 30% of the cost of 30 action points. Going over to luck, we have the perk One Gun Army, which is not quite useful if you're using a single shot heavy weapon, since 12% is not a really high number. But if you're using something like the light machine gun, for example, this one kicks really good. And then of course, Serendipity, bloody build. Don't need to say anything else. Bloody build.
floating in space.
4-leaf clover for the Plasma Caster.
Wow.
It's really cool to just spam crits, you know, with a Plasma Caster. And you see all those high numbers, all those, I don't know, 2,000. Okay, it's not quite 2,000, but it should be something 1,800 or something. It's a really high number, and seeing those multiple times in a row can be quite pleasing, let me tell you. And then of course we have one perk of Class Freak, or one rank of Class Freak, to reduce some of the mutation effects, the negative ones, and start genes to, well, have the mutations. And this shouldn't be in here. Bloody Mess is the final thing. So, Bloody Mess, 15% flat damage bonus. Everyone should use it. Nothing to say about that. Let's get into the legendary perks. For our legendary perk cards, we are using 2-star legendary endurance, as well as 2-star legendary intelligence, strength, perception, and agility. All 2 stars, except the last perk, the Master Infiltrator. Only have it on 1 rank, but this perk really doesn't matter, so yeah. Let's get into armor. For armor, we have a whole unyielding set. It's all Secret Service armor with the Buttressed mod on it, and the chest piece has the Dense mod on it. Coming over to the mutations and buffs, you can see I have a bunch of addictions, but it doesn't matter since I don't have any junky weapons on me right now. But these are the main parts. The Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Herbivore, Marsupial, Speed Demon, and the Talons. Right before I grow some roots and become a tree like this fellow right there, let's head over to the White Spring and slay some ghouls. So here we are at the so-called ghoul graveyard with a light machine gun that is This one just died. Which is quite overpowered. And cars. They're overpowered too. Well, oops. Yeah, so you can stop exploding now. I get it. You make boom. Jesus. I don't even get to have fun here. What? Are all these dead? No. Oh, and don't ask. Yeah, I can aim for the head, but I'm too lazy for it. I like wasting a lot of ammo. I just don't do it. I mean, they only take a few shots, so why bother aiming for the head, right? When you can just shoot at the body and have an easy kill. Not to try hard or, well, the head. Anyways, I'll see you at the golf club. Alright, so over at the golf club, we're now using the 50 cal machine gun Final Word. The anti-armor faster fire rate one, which I don't find it quite better than the light machine gun, but it still is a really good weapon. If you're planning to use heavy guns, I'm not really good at aiming in this game. I swear I'm good in other games, but it's just not here. I like using VATS more than I probably should. The only thing I don't like about this weapon is the reload takes a little too long for my taste, but that's totally fine. Because, well, it's a heavy weapon. You shouldn't be able to reload it in like 2 seconds or something. It's something meant to be taken a little longer. But I wish I had a 2-shot explosive version of this, since the 2-shot explosion of this one is like really strong. But I might have to get some of the script and then get some modules to modify myself one of the cool guns, since I definitely won't be lucky with getting this gun myself to drop. Damn, I wanted to kill this guy. Anyways, I'll take these. It seems like it's kind of empty here. Sort of. I don't know. Nothing left here, I guess. So we might have to move on. Never mind. There are some here. And as you can see, even though we get hit, it's not quite as bad as I thought it would be, since the serendipity is kicking in really good. Oh, there is one left. Let's do some VATS here. Perfectly. That worked perfectly and didn't cost too much AP at all. Well, that was it with the golf club. I'll see you at the big greenhouse. Alright, before we attack any of these little green chihuahuas, let's switch to the plasma caster. Probably my favorite weapon in all of this. And I just want to take this real quick. Anything else? No? You know what? Why not? Oh, we weren't even a nerd rage. That is cool. Not. Anyways. Let's go for the head, and as you can see, those high damage numbers, they do quite a thing. We can one-shot most of them with, wow, over 1,000 damage. Not often that you see these numbers. Of course, we can just use a normal aiming fire, whatever. But I like using it in VETS more than normal, so you can one-shot most of them, even the super mutants, which, well, they're quite strong. To be honest, they take a little damage, and one-shotting them is quite impressive. But then again, it's a heavy weapon, and it's just good, okay? and instigating to that, so that shouldn't be a surprise. And of course we're gonna take the 4 guys on the backside with us as well, since they don't get the right to live. Oh wow. You can see, even only at 40% or something, this weapon still hits really good. But since I don't want to go inside, it's not that I don't trust the weapon or something. It's more of a time thing. I don't want to search around for eternity in there. So, how about we go and kill the Scorch Beast? Okay, so all we need to do is hope for a Scorch Beast to show up. Well, there is one. I know this is not a cheap excuse to kill a Scorch Beast to do my daily, the Scorch Beast DNA one. So let's go for the head and do some crits. As you can see, the Scorch Beast is, well, easy game for this weapon. If it would have killed, but it didn't somehow. Where's the? There's this. Can I hit fire it from here? Oh, come on. Let me just get the shot. Oh, last one. Yeah, there we go. There it goes flying. And as you can see, the servers today are quite laggy. I don't know if you had it in your game, but today the Mead Week event should be still there, but somehow nothing is happening. And an hour ago, where the Graham's hookup event should have been, well, there was not. There was the alien invasion event thing. I don't know how or why, but it was just the alien thing, and I can't even get the Scorch Beast DNA. Well, anyways, that's it with the video today, because I'm lazy. I'm actually not lazy, but I'm really lazy. So, but that's it for the video. If you liked it, then consider giving it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, then give it a thumbs down. Let me know in the comments how you like the hybrid version of a Vets build or Heavy Gunner, whatever you want to call it. And if you feel non-scorched, then you may consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.